Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a while. So today we're going to do messages for the signs in November. So this should be interesting. We're officially in Scorpio season, like we're really in the thick of things of Scorpio season now too. So we're going to be also kind of looking into that energy, kind of seeing what's in store. And then, so I'm going to be doing Sagittarius, Aries, and then Leo. Make sure to check out my extended love readings for the signs in Scorpio November, Scorpio season / November, up on my Patreon, Virgo Visions, and I'll be linking that down below. So just make sure to check that out. Make sure you're following me on Twitter, but most of you probably are here from my Twitter, AlexK_Virgo or Virgo Alex K, depending on how you search me up, but you'll find me either way. But thank you guys so much for constantly supporting me. Personal readings are available. I like to do them in voice message sessions. So I do 10-minute sessions, 15-minute sessions, 20-minute sessions, and 30-minute sessions. And it's $10 for 10 minutes, $15 for 15 minutes, $20 for a 20-minute session, $30 for a 30-minute session. And it's very detailed. I often go over the limit because I like to have like a general time frame to just get all of that information across. But I'm definitely going to make sure that I'm interpreting things and also giving advice and clarity on whatever the question or situation it is that you're asking about. And you can actually choose and customize. I have a lot of packages available, so definitely check that out. And I will be doing. I do have a referral discount, so if you can give me the @ or the name of the person who referred you, I will give you both like $5 off your reading. So definitely tell your friends and let me know. But you can DM me on Twitter or on Patreon for your readings. And then I have several tiers on Patreon, 2 of which do offer, have a built-in personal reading package in them. And then my $2 tier, you pretty much have access to everything. You get early access to my videos, you have access to my live streams, and then you also have access to my extended content that I'm doing here. So I will kind of go into the love readings for today, but I will mostly be doing, I will be doing a way more detailed love reading on my Patreon. So yeah, let's just get into it. Okay, Sagittarius. Okay, messages. Okay, Queen of Swords for my Sagittarius already. I'm not going to accept that. By the universe, my spirits, the divine, my guides in this reading for Sagittarius. It's too many. It's too many. All right, reverse devil. Okay, that's pretty good. Messages for November. Okay, 5 of Swords. Okay, so it seems to me like you guys are kind of walking away from something. You guys are figuring out what is not serving you in November. Bad habits, procrastination, overindulgence. I think definitely fire signs, you probably have learned I told you October was going to hit hard for everyone. And so I think and Libra season was like writing things, Libra season is all about balance. So I think, yeah. All right. So Tower reversed. So I'm seeing this is like maybe you guys had a tower season, a tower moment in October. You guys are just coming out of a tower moment. Maybe you're experiencing a little bit of one now, but I'm seeing for the most part, like you guys are coming out of it. Okay, 2 of Swords, yeah. You're trying to figure out how to remain in balance. I think you guys are maybe trying to delay this tower moment, but it's going to happen either way. With the Knight of Swords, I really think you're going to have to be forced to, I think, make a decision and really change things, especially with the reverse devil energy. I think you guys are understanding that there's things in your life that just really are not serving you in November, and Scorpio season especially, I think, is taking the trash out with Page of Wands and the reverse Knight of Pentacles. I think you guys are, you guys need to start saving your money. I'm hearing that's coming in. Okay. So that's kind of the general message. What about, love for my Sagittarius. Okay, reverse Fool. Okay, make sure you guys aren't jumping into love. Or you guys might be jumping into love. Ooh, Spirit. All right, okay. Reverse Six of Wands. Okay, not a great love message for you guys. And the reverse Magician. Okay, you guys need to be careful. Let your friends help you, free yourself, heart-to-heart conversations. Okay, yeah. So I'm definitely getting like a message this season. Let me just double check Page of Wands here. I just like to be sure. This kind of actually helps me think, kind of make my brain stop going a mile a minute. Yeah. So I'm really thinking like you guys are kind of just stuck. You guys don't really know what to do. You guys, I think just in general are kind of like lacking funds. You kind of are looking for a new direction, way to go about things, kind of do things differently. With the reverse Fool, I'm seeing for love, and the reverse Six of Wands, reverse Ace of Wands. I think there's maybe someone that you're kind of just really unsure about. I think this is someone, like you're kind of pulling back away from them. You really want this Nine of Pentacles with them, but it definitely feels like you're kind of hesitant, like to accept their offer. If they're coming forward with an offer for you, but I feel like this is you, like you're pulling back an offer, and I'm seeing like let your friends help you, for yourself. So maybe your friends are also telling you like, hey, like maybe you need to slow this down. Like maybe this was a really passionate connection, and you're realizing that maybe you were just a little bit reckless. And I think with the Devil energy here, clarify, general reading, please, Spirit. I think with the Devil energy here, messages for November, please, for Sagittarius. You guys have just, I think it felt very stuck. You haven't really know what to do. I really feel like the Tower moment is really past for you guys, and you guys are just trying to figure out, what needs to stay, what needs to go. You know that you don't want another Tower moment, so you're trying to fix it. But with the Two of Swords, I think there's still just some things that you need to let go of and release, but you're just having a hard time doing it. But with the Knight of Swords, the minute you let these things go, okay, because the Two of Swords, she's purposely holding these doors. She's like has her there. No one is forcing her to do this. But like with the reverse Page of Wands, I think you guys are just like, so you have no idea. You have all of this energy, you have all this ambition. You just don't know what to do with it. And with the reverse King of Pentacles, I feel like, yeah, okay, power in reverse is like Leo energy. So with power, I think you guys just need the courage to really do things. And it could be like you just don't have the money, and the time, crown chakra. So yeah, you guys should probably balance that. I think there's just like a message here of, like maybe you just need to meditate, maybe slow it down. I think maybe you guys are trying to rush into things and it's just not going to work out. Because again, I just think there's a lot of releasing that still needs to happen. And just like figuring out, I'm thinking that maybe some of you guys have also experienced like a loss, like maybe this Tower moment was really hard for you. And so you're still kind of feeling there was a huge earthquake in your life and you're still feeling the aftershocks, you know what I mean? And now you're trying to rebuild, your house is completely fell down in this earthquake. And now you're trying to rebuild, what was left. And, that's hard, Okay. Messages for their love life, Sagittarius love life in November, kind of clarifying. Cards just don't want to come out. They're just like, we're going to save it for your Patreon. But with the Nine of Pentacles here, I'm not saying like, okay, all is lost with the energy that you're taking away for your love life. I really don't. I think with the Nine of Pentacles, there's just like message here of like, you can still grow, you can still have this abundance. But I think for some of you, I think you're going to be walking away from connections, or you're going to stop really feeding into them. I think you feel like maybe this is like an unbalanced connection, or maybe you're just realizing that this person isn't necessarily what you thought it was going to be. There could also be kind of distance affecting this as well, because it's the reverse Six of Wands. So I really feel like maybe, nothing wants to come out. Like maybe this energy here is just kind of, confused. Let's clarify the Fool and the Six of Wands and the Ace of Wands, please. Let's clarify these cards. So I really feel like there's just like, you need to move on, is what I'm really hearing. Not even just in your love life. And I know, like, if some of you guys are in a more serious relationship, I'm not necessarily saying, oh, you like need to break up with this person. But I do think I think you're realizing that the way that you've been going about things has maybe been a little bit reckless in a lot of your connections, and you're trying to figure out a way to, I think what happened is like the offers that you have been making have been rejected. Okay, all the lovers come out, and you really care about this person and you really want things to work out. Temperance on the bottom. Look at that, Sagittarius, it's you. So I think you really like this person. You really want you really want this to work out. But I'm just seeing with like the Page of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, the lovers. Like I'm really seeing like maybe the way you were going about this connection is just not been the right way to go about it, and maybe there's been more fighting than usual, or just like I think maybe this connection is kind of starting to fizzle out with the Free Yourself. I'm thinking too, you might have been obsessively thinking about it and now you're realizing like either you were too focused on this connection or the way that you were handling this connection just like was not in a healthy way. I think for you, November, Sagittarius is all about this reverse devil energy. It's letting go. It's realizing the things that like just were holding you back, you know, all that self-sabotaging behavior. Definitely reach out to your friends because I think that they're going to be able to help you with this connection. And I think your friends in general are going to be able to really help you with power. I really think you guys are very scared right now. You don't really want to go out on that limb and take that chance. I think there's a lot of rejection here that you're afraid of, and not just in love and your connections, but, you know, in life in general. And when I say connections, this isn't just love. I just mean relationships in general. So this could be your friends and family as well. I'm seeing like there's just conversations that need to happen. With Seven of Cups, I feel like you or the person you're dealing with just is not being an authentic person. I think maybe things kind of came crumbling down. With the lovers, you see this potential and you really want these connections to work out. And if you're single and you're like, oh, there's really no one here, there's no one that I'm thinking about, I'm thinking that maybe your approach to love in general, it just is not serving you. So maybe if like you've just been on dating apps and it's just not going anywhere, maybe it's time to take a break. And maybe it's really hard to meet people in COVID, so maybe it's time to just stop like looking for a partner and maybe let the universe bring you someone instead. Okay, and maybe that'll happen. Or like maybe just like start talking to more people, like in certain areas, like the restrictions are kind of, you know, lifted. So like maybe like go to a bar and maybe ask your friends if they know if there's anyone single, you know what I mean? Like maybe network more locally instead of, you know, being on all of these dating apps. Or maybe with your dating apps, like buy Tinder Gold or whatever and start talking to people like across the country or wherever you are, you know, maybe reach out. Or with Bumble, like Bumble friends, like start making new friends. And like maybe those are maybe the connections and the energy that you're feeding into currently just is not the way to do it. I'm also seeing that maybe communication's been really hard for you lately, and so you're trying to figure out a better way to communicate with the people around you. But the Seven of Cups is really important. I also see like maybe you're being really creative, so it's important to, you know, bring a little bit more passion into your connections, be a little bit more creative in the way that you're approaching this. I think Sagittarius, the biggest message is not only just releasing, but reinventing yourself this November, of approaching things in a completely different way. Of like letting these things go. And I really feel like you guys know what has to be done. You're just hesitating. With Temperance, yeah, you guys have just felt very unbalanced lately, but imbalanced. But it's time, you know, to release that. Okay, so definitely like this video because it does help, and definitely subscribe to my Patreon for an extended love reading if you're curious. If you have questions, definitely let me know. Okay, Aries. Hello, Aries. I think this is so weird because like I just like have so many fire signs in my life, and I do have like a lot of Leo energy in my chart, but like it's kind of weird because I'm just like, I wonder if I'm picking up on their energies. Okay, Aries. General messages. General messages for Aries this November. Okay, cards are just flying out. Okay, reverse Two of Swords, Emperor, reverse Temperance. Okay, King of Swords, Three of Pentacles. Okay, put that over there. All right. Okay, with the reverse Two of Swords, the Emperor, and the Temperance, I'm seeing you guys might have felt like you guys dropped the ball, actually. Like, and I think you guys might have like released things and you guys are going into this Emperor energy, or there could be this Emperor energy in your life. Like maybe there's a strong like figure who really just like is helping you figure things out with the Temperance. But I'm just feeling like you guys just are not balanced, Aries, okay? With the reverse King of Swords. Honestly, isn't the Emperor Aries anyways? That's interesting. Okay. Ooh, all of these reversed. Okay, okay. Let's see. And then reverse Ten of Swords. So I'm thinking that you guys are kind of healing. I think there's been a lot of, hurt. I think you're kind of trying to figure out how to become this Emperor. You're trying to restore balance to your life. So very similar to the Sagittarius message. Love messages, please. Okay, Page of Cups, Reverse Chariot. I'm thinking your love life has also been pretty stagnant with Page of Cups. Maybe some of you have been having flings here and there, or kind of been in the talking stages with a lot of people, or maybe there hasn't really been anyone on the horizon. I feel like with Page of Cups, I feel like you're looking for love, and maybe like there's been a couple of connections again, but it hasn't been anything serious. It hasn't been anything like super deep that you've really been craving. With Chariot, not a lot of progress. More insight on their love life, please. With the verse 3 of Pentacles, in your general kind of reading, I'm saying that, okay, reverse Page of Pentacles, reversed Knight of Swords, all of these are reversed, but okay, Knight of Cups, that's not bad. So I really feel like you guys are very like emotional. I'm thinking a lot of you guys maybe want a partner or whatever it is that you guys want. Maybe you guys want more friends. Okay, calling in your soulmate. Ooh, okay. So, I think you guys, with the King of Swords, make sure you guys are not being completely, apathetic. Make sure you guys aren't needlessly cutting people off. Make sure you guys are valuing your emotions and your connections. Overall, okay, deception. I'm not feeling these cards. Let me reshuffle these, okay? Reverse 3 of Pentacles, too. I think you guys have been very hard on yourself. You guys are not giving yourself, your just desserts. Make sure you guys are giving yourself credit and self-praise and, like, letting yourselves know you do a good job. It's important to look yourself in the eye and be like, I did the best that I could sometimes, even if it doesn't really feel like that, okay? Don't beat yourself up because that's not going to accomplish anything, okay? It is safe for you to love. Okay, yeah, that feels more like the message on hand. The reverse King of Pentacles, too, I really think you guys are maybe worrying about money. You guys are really ambitious, but you guys are really worried about, like, how to go about things. Let's clarify these messages. Please, I have such a hard time with this deck because it is so big. But with these, for your love messages, it is safe for you to love, honeymoon, codependency. And so you have the reverse Page of Pentacles and reverse Knight of Swords. So I'm feeling like you guys are just like not really progressing that much in your love life. Things have kind of gotten really stagnant. They kind of come to a halt. I really feel like most of you guys aren't really talking to people. If you are in like a committed relationship or like in a serious connection, I'm thinking that maybe it's kind of like you guys haven't made any big moves or anything. Like it's kind of just like the same old. Or for some of you might even be getting bored in those connections. But it is safe for you to love and honeymoon codependency. So I'm thinking for a lot of you guys might be coming out of this honeymoon stage as well if you're in a relationship. Or for some of you guys want this. Like you guys want to be in a relationship. It is safe for you to love. You're ready, like you're open. But with the Chariot, I'm saying like maybe the way kind of similar to Sagittarius, you guys are kind of going about it in a weird way. Codependency, yeah. So make sure, so it says addictions are affecting your romantic life. So that could be that focusing on your romantic life is an addiction in and of itself, or maybe there's some other outside factors that are just really taking a hold of your attention right now. So make sure you guys are working on that as well. With the Knight of Cups, I am seeing like you have someone here that wants to give you something, or this is you and you want to give someone else something, but I'm seeing that like maybe okay, clarify love messages then, please, Spirit, for November for Aries. So I'm seeing that maybe I just feel like the offers that are coming in aren't really ones that you want. And this is really good because it doesn't seem like you want to settle for anything less, which is really great energy. Like keep that up. Like it feels boring and you feel stagnant. But I think one thing that's really important to remember is not every connection is going to be the one. And not every connection is going to be this like great love, you know what I mean? Or like this great passionate affair. And I think like they really shouldn't be, because not every connection should be like that. And so I think maybe that's like a lesson that you're kind of starting to learn, is like your love life should be boring sometimes, or maybe like you're trying to figure out how to spice it up, but you don't really know how to do that because maybe the people you're meeting are just kind of duds. And you know what? That's like okay. Yeah, hope. Don't give up hope, okay? And material harvest. I think right now you're being asked to focus more on the material side of things with the reverse Knight of Pentacles. I think with the Emperor, like maybe you guys haven't been focusing enough on your work or your like school, whatever that is. So maybe start putting a little bit more effort into there. Harmony. You can have this harmony, okay? You have reverse Temperance. And sorry. I'm so sorry. And the this harmony in in this oracle deck is like Temperance. So this is all about, you know, restoring balance and like peace, you know, having that, you know, with that hope and that star, having that there. I would like to clarify the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. King of Pentacles, please. Yeah, so I think that's really important. Okay. Discontent and boredom. Yeah, so I'm really seeing you guys are just bored. Maybe like work and like school or whatever you're doing just like really isn't fulfilling you anymore and you don't really know how to change it. But I think the biggest thing here is trying to find ways that reignite that spark. So what kind of drew you in at first? If it's the people, like maybe you start looking for a new job, or like if it's like the classes that you're in, like maybe find someone you can study with, or, you know, sometimes you just have to grin and bear it. You know what I mean? Like everything can't be exciting and on your terms all of the time. But what I am seeing with your love life is things are going to start to change and they are going to shake up. And I am seeing your life is going to kind of, you know, go off on a different path. But I am seeing that maybe November might not be the most exciting time for you, Aries. Overall, I think this is a time for you to, you know, adapt and kind of, you know, learn. Any additional important messages for Aries? Okay, reverse Two of Pentacles and reverse Two of Swords. Twos are all about like balance. So what I'm seeing is like make sure you guys, I think you guys might even be a little chaotic. So make sure you guys aren't like being a little too reckless. Okay, make sure you guys are giving like all areas of your life like equal attention. It's all about balance. It's all about, you know, with Temperance, I really just feel like you guys have been, you know, a little chaotic, a little out of whack, you know, and that's totally understandable. It happens from time to time, but I think November you need to focus on like how to kind of get back, you know, down there. So if you know you've been drinking a lot, and especially like during quarantine and COVID, maybe it's time to start, you know, cutting back, maybe drink a little bit more water, you know what I mean? So definitely, you know, bad habits. Let's put a halt to them, okay, Aries? You got this, though. I believe in you, okay? All right. And make sure if you are interested more in your love reading, check out my Patreon. But thank you guys so much. Like and subscribe. And follow me on Twitter and all that jazz. Okay, let's see. Leos, my lovely Leos. Let me just get a drink. Yum. Okay. Leos. I didn't even say anything yet. Messages for Leos in November. Okay, Leos. Ooh, I think I'm getting a fun energy. I'm hoping this is a fun energy. Okay. Especially because I have so much Leo in me. Although I've kind of been vibing. With fall, I think I tend to vibe more with like my Virgo sun. And then I think like in summer, like warmer times, I vibe more with my Leo moon and Venus. And then my Scorpio is just there. My Scorpio rising. No, but my Scorpio rising is definitely coming out this Scorpio season. Messages for Leos in November. Okay. Anytime now. All right. Okay, reverse Two of Wands. Okay, so I'm thinking like you guys are being asked to plan a little bit more. Okay. Ooh, oh no. Okay, reverse Ace of Pentacles. Reverse Five of Cups. Okay, reverse Two of Cups. Okay, a lot of reverse cards here too. So with the reverse Ace of Pentacles, what I'm seeing is you guys could possibly be rejected. I feel like you guys might be rejected a lot. You guys are walking away. I also think that you guys are realizing that the things that you have done, I think you guys have learned the lesson that Sagittarius and a little bit of Aries are kind of starting to like need to learn. And that's you guys, I think, are actually starting to walk away from these connections. Reverse Two of Cups, I'm seeing that maybe you guys are breaking up or like leaving your workplace, or, you know, and you guys are ending things for sure. But with the Fool, these are good endings, you know. With the Five of Cups reverse, this can look like a really sad card and can have this like really sad energy. But the fact that it's followed by the Fool, like these are good decisions, these are good choices. And I think they're probably really upsetting because, you know, this Ace of Pentacles is all about, you know, all abundance, and when it's reversed, it can be like a very draining kind of energy. And like Five of Cups is all about loss, and Two of Cups is all about, you know, fights, you know. Normally when it's upright, like that's all about union and coming together, but when it's reversed, it's quite the opposite. But the Fool here, this is like, heck yeah, finally. And I'm thinking of that one actress in her picture, like after she divorced Tom Cruise, she walks out and like her arms are spread. She's just so happy. Like that is 100% the energy that I'm getting. Like this is, you're losing something, like, and I think sometimes it's a little bit due to your own, you know, recklessness. Like maybe you guys didn't plan ahead enough. But you know what? It's working out in your favor because you guys are going on a new adventure. And I think you guys are also, like, maybe you need to be a little bit more positive about these endings as well. And I think you guys do see, like, the good that it's going to bring you. Or maybe some of you are having a little bit trouble. Like, you know this is for the best. But it doesn't make it any easier. But just know, like, it's going to be fine with the Fool here. Like, that is a really positive message. Oh, and the Ace of Cups. Yes, what you have lost, you are about to, like, something better is going to come in, something that's more emotional fulfilling. So I'm wondering if you guys aren't walking away from like a job or workplace. And it could be a relationship as well, but I think maybe you guys are ushering in like this more self-fulfillment energy, which is really great. That's a great energy you want to have. Okay, with the reverse 10 of Pentacles, yeah, this might not have been something that was like super supported. Like maybe you guys experienced a lot of backlash for doing this, Leo, but like now they're about to eat their words. And maybe it was like your family too was giving you a lot of like crap for this. But like, no. You guys did the right thing. Okay, let's look into your love life. But I think that's really interesting. This is like a very straightforward message. Like, okay, Leos, like, I'm really proud of you guys for walking away. This doesn't seem like this was like a very easy decision. I'm also seeing like maybe there are other factors that caused you to walk away. Okay, reverse 10 of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, 9 of Cups, 9 of Wands. Oh, shit, okay. So 9s can, you know, be all about, you know, the individual. These are people who are alone, you know, they're standing, they're ready, they have the success when they're reversed. I'm thinking that maybe you guys are putting your needs a little bit too much. You guys are putting your needs a little bit too, you guys are being a little selfish is what I'm hearing, Leos. And which is very weird because a lot of the times, like, you guys are known for being these super big, generous lovers. Okay, but you have the 10 of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune here. So I think this is what's telling me is like maybe connections in your relationships have just been really burdensome for you and kind of stressing you out a little bit. And if I'm going to be honest, it kind of seems like with this reverse 10 of Wands, like this is kind of your own fault. And I'm not trying to like roast you. Like I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be mean. But yeah, I think especially with the reverse 10 of Wands, like too, like you're viewing your connections and your romantic relationships as burdens. And I think too, rightly so, I think a lot of it too is like when Leos are hurt, you got like Leos are drama, and I have a lot of Leo in me. We can be really big drama queens about it. So make sure you guys are actually communicating like how you're feeling in that hurt that you're experiencing. But I'm also seeing like, okay, with the moon energy, yeah. So okay, but 8 of Wands. So I do see like this is gonna be something that is taken care of quickly in November. Okay, and Wheel of Fortune here. So this is like divine timing. Like this is something that like needed to happen. Okay, but the thing that like I really want to caution you guys against is like, don't look at it as like me, okay? Yeah, so I'm thinking, yeah, with like the 9 of Cups too and the 9 of Wands, this is all about, again, overindulgence. This is like y'all are kind of like taking things a little bit too far. You guys really are not looking, you guys are not being realistic. You guys are not making compromises. I really am. I'm not trying to roast you guys. I'm really just seeing like a very selfish energy, Leos. With the 10 of Wands, like, yes, you are right. Like things are not fair, but you guys also can't expect people to read your minds. And with the reverse 8 of Wands here, I'm thinking like you guys need to like express your love more. I'm going to be really surprised if Express Your Love doesn't come out of these cards. But with the moon too, I think you guys also might be hiding like how you're feeling, or maybe the other person is hiding how you're feeling. I'm just saying like there needs to be conversations at play here. But with the Wheel of Fortune, I'm seeing like what's happening in your romance in November, Leos, is like the universe is coming out to play. Like this is divine timing at its best. And there might be some cycles that are closing out. Like you might have to end things, okay? But with the 9 of Cups, and 9 of Wands, like you need to let your guard down and you need to stop overindulging, okay? You need to actually talk about your problems. They are not just going to go away, okay? So there's new love, worth waiting for, soulmate. Okay, stay optimistic about your love life and wedding. Okay, so I think I think I'm going to redo that because it's a lot of mixed messages there. But I have a theory, okay, and I think there's like two groups here. I think there's like some people who are already in relationships who are going to be walking away. And there's going to be someone new who's going to like be on the horizon. And then I think, okay, retreat and let go of control issues. And then I think there's some people who are like needing to have those heart-to-heart conversations like in those relationships. So okay, retreat and let go of control issues, and then true love and attraction. Again, so I think a lot of the partners that you guys are dealing with right now, and it doesn't have to be romantic, these could be your friends as well. If you guys are fighting with your friends, like make sure you're not taking on like this martyr kind of attitude when it comes to your friends, okay? But I'm thinking the biggest message right now is like maybe you guys just need to retreat away from these connections a little bit. I think you guys are maybe like super focusing on your connections, and especially your romance and like your love life. So maybe just take a few steps back and just be like, hey, I think we just need some space. Like, I think this is getting a little too intense. Or I just be like, I am just very overwhelmed with emotions right now, and I am afraid I'm going to say the wrong things. And your partner and your friends, like, they need to be able to, and your family especially, should honor that space and that boundary that you're setting up. But again, you can't be mad at people for walking all over your boundaries if you never established your boundaries in the first place. Okay, you can't be mad at people and saying, hey, don't come into my yard, like in a shared backyard, like don't come into my yard, don't come into any space. And they're gonna be like, well, I don't know where your yard is because you don't have a fence up. Okay, build that fence, and then you can say, hey, don't cross this. Okay. With let go of control issues too, again, this is kind of going back into your selfish energy. I think you have really strict and high expectations. Maybe not strict high expectations, but specific expectations. You guys are not in a movie, Leo. Things are not going to happen like in a movie. Sometimes you actually have to talk. Your relationships, your connections, they're not always going to be like this super like fairy tale-esque, rom-com kind of situation. People say the wrong things, they do the wrong things, and sometimes people don't apologize in the way that you want them to. Okay, but I think it's important to know that for a lot of you, you are dealing with like a true love or a soulmate. Like, you are dealing with a karmic partner. When I say a karmic partner, I just mean someone that is deeply connected to your soul, okay? This does not mean this has to be your end-all be-all. You can break up with your soulmates, destroy that notion that you have to be with like a soulmate, because sometimes like it's not meant to happen, okay? And with attraction too, some of you, there's just a strong connection, okay? There's just strong connection, but the people you're dealing with are meant to be in your life right now. That does not mean that they need to stay in your life, okay? I can't stress that enough. For some of you, the lesson that you're learning is like you need to be able to walk away and you need to be able to say no, okay? For others, it's like quite the opposite. You need to be able to make compromises and you need to let people in, okay? You need to, like, you can't be upset that no one understands you and no one knows you if you're not letting anyone do that, okay? So, don't be a hypocrite, I think, is the message for you guys, Leos. And in terms of your general reading as well, I am seeing, I'm also thinking you guys might be getting like some love offers too. So just keep that in mind. But in terms of like general reading, I'm definitely seeing you have good things on your way. You just need to stay optimistic. So I was right. This was kind of like a more fun reading, especially compared to Sagittarius and Aries. Just keep an open mind. Leos, I believe in you. You guys have got this. And I didn't do your oracle cards because you guys' message was pretty straightforward in comparison. But thank you guys so much. Make sure to, if you want an extended love reading where I go into way, way, way more depth, check out my Patreon. I will be linking that down below. And the extended readings will be up a little bit. I'm going to upload them after I've uploaded like all of my readings for the signs in November, so they won't be up right away. And definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel, my Twitter, my Patreon, everything. It's only $2 a month on my Patreon. I do like free readings and stuff from time to time on my Twitter, but definitely check it out. Thank you guys so much. Okay, thank you guys. Have a good one. This is awkward.